If you're shopping for Christmas, you've got 23 days. Actually, you've got 22 days because you can't shop on Christmas Day. Okay, so you've got 22 days. Just to let you know, my producer was like, what? That's 3 weeks. What? Okay, let's move on to fave number 3. This one's a big customer pick on hsn.com. And believe it or not, there are 633 reviews on a shredder. Yes, a shredder. Yeah, and it's because shredders are probably one of the most important items that we have to have in our homes. We all know the problem with identity theft. We all know that it's really easy if somebody wants to get some information about you, all they have to do is, paycheck stub. Now I know your name. I've got your social security number. I've got your employee number. I know how much you make. I know a lot of information by getting one document. What about your tax documents? They can know everything about you by getting one document. And that's why a shredder is vital, but not just any shredder. The Embassy Microcut shredder is the one that you want. This is the 10 sheet, and we're gonna give you all the details on it, but all you have to do is choose which color. So we've got it for you in blue, there's purple, you see black, we have it for you in silver, and we also have it in red. And I like that we've got fun colors because, quite frankly, since it's gonna be in your home, you want it to be good looking. So, let me drop this in. So let me share this with you. Let's say you have some things that you need to shred. You drop them in and it's just like that. You don't have to go page by page. This is a 10 sheet paper shredder. I can put 10 sheets in there at a time, which means if I have a lot to shred because I haven't been shredding for a long time, whether your shredder that you already have, because most of us, we've had shredders for a while now, but it's either too slow, it can't handle it. I burned up a couple shredders because you put in more than 2 or 3 sheets of paper and they can't handle that. But this one can handle up to 10 sheets of paper at a time. Not only that, it can handle even if there are staples in the paper, even if you're shredding credit cards, which many of us do time and time again, it can handle those. You can shred discs if you need to. All of that can be shred in your Microcut. And let me show you what it looks like and show you the difference between shredders. Because if you're saying, well, Tam, I already have a shredder, so what's wrong with the one that I already have? Well, when shredders first came out, and if you still have the very first one you ever bought, it's shredded like this. It's shredded in strips. It was a strip shredder, as you can see right here. But look, if somebody really wanted to get your information, they got everything they need to know right there. You see that? So this was fine for the time, but just like identity thieves have gotten more persistent, the technology to keep them away needed to get better. So it did. And then you had this cross-cut shredder, which was a lot better than the strip shredder, but truly, if somebody were that determined, they could still piece this back together because it wouldn't take them that long. It would take about the length of time to do like a 100-piece puzzle, and that's it. Okay, now there is Microcut, and that's what this is. And literally, this cuts your information down to confetti. Nobody's putting this back together. They're gonna move on to an easier target. And as long as that's not you, then, it's better safe, as we say, better safe than sorry. And that's how it cuts to that Microcut. Now you see why a shredder has over 600 reviews on hsn.com as a big customer pick. You can see what the difference is in terms of volume, because when you have that strip cut, you've got 12 sheets at a time. You can see how much volume that still fills up. And then you have the cross cut, and now you have the Microcut. And now you see when I say it cuts down to confetti, it really does. Now, let me read this to you because I know identity theft is something that we hear about all the time. There are many steps consumers can take to minimize the risk of being an identity theft victim. For example, consumers should closely guard their social security number and shred charge receipts, copies of credit applications, and other sensitive documents. And that was a statement from the Federal Trade Commission, the FTC. We know that identity theft is out there, and a lot of times we think, oh, it's only digital, it's only on the computer. That's where I need to protect myself. You need to still protect the hard copies as well. And this is how you do it very easily and very affordably, less than $100.